Alrighty. Good morning. There's the old oak tree. Welcome back to Beach Scottish Fitness. Arms are prepping. And out, get a walk in. Do the morning walks to really get the lungs to get moving and hopefully help clear them out. So I am feeling better. Actually slept all night for once. Didn't even have to get up for my usual pit stop. Let me see. So yeah, they tend not to come to the shore when it's cloudy like this. Probably stay in the deeper water where it's probably warmer. The pond's doing well. It's a little cool day. It's only going to get in the 60s. So I think we even had a possibility of a freeze warning last night. I brought the plants in further on the deck so that would protect them. And I think tonight's going to be in the low 40s, and then I think we're finished with it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna poke some sunflower seeds out here. I keep forgetting to do that. It's one of those mental blocks, which happens from time to time. I'm also trying to think, where am I going to put them? Where would be a good spot? Now this is interesting because look at that. That's a big anthill. It's now getting started. And it's all through here and here. So I mean it's 6 feet. Cover most of that. Looks like black ants. It's pretty cool. So I will be planting them here. Needless to say. I gotta run into town, get some errands done. And then hopefully get to the gym for the shoulder workout. Worst case scenario, I do the workout tonight. But I do want to get in during the day. Been getting up a little bit earlier, about 45 minutes earlier than I had been. And I'm going to keep cutting it back until I'm back up around 6 a.m. Then about the time I get that all figured out, I'll have to adjust to my new shift. I'm going to find out how good these Bluetooths are about noise canceling through the wind. So I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I'm going to get a short walk in just to get the blood moving. Caterpillar. Updates. Alright, grab that on the way back. Here comes the bus. So I'll walk across. Always like to walk against traffic. So you know what's coming. And hopefully give enough room to what's behind you. So the walk's a great way to get your lungs cleared out, get the blood moving, get yourself energized, and kind of get a plan going. So I haven't walked this direction for a while. It's not going to be a long walk. I'm just trying to get the kind of mind settled. What I'm supposed to do. What am I trying to get done? Things like that. Get the summer. Start thinking about what we're going to do for the summer. I think the wife and I will have to sit down and plan that one. You know, a lot of times I try to conserve my days, off towards the end of the year. But this year might be different. Now they do hold a week for like a summer shutdown, which so far we've never done. And then they hold a week for a Christmas shutdown, which we haven't done that either. And usually about 2 months before they'll release those days, let us know that's not happening. So it does kind of make things hard to plan, especially when you're planning a long vacation. Wife wants to go out west. Go west, young man, go west. And actually going to be quite a adventure. Wants to stop at about 5 or 6 national parks, which I definitely want to do also. Kind of see the beauty of America. There is a lot to offer. I think a lot of times we don't realize what's in our back door. Even out here in the good old Illinois, there's some places of real wonder in that. Garden of the Gods, Galena's beautiful, Starved Rock in Utica, nice place, Madison State Park, Buffalo State Park. All those are places worth checking out. White Pines. But we really do go forth and try to find a lot of things that are fun to do. It's in our neighborhood. When I mean the neighborhood, we'll travel as much as 3-4 hours. You go check those places out. Manistee National Forest and Michigan's beautiful, gorgeous place. And things like that. You just need to go out and explore areas. That's why I say when you do have time off, go out and enjoy yourself. Explore America. Spend time with friends and family. That one truck was not making me too happy the way he was staying on this side of the road. There, a guy waved at me and he just kind of must not be a local. So I always stop and watch the approaching traffic, because what's it called? Trust but verify. I want to be in a position where I can move out of the way if they're not paying attention. There we go. There, I got him. And I had him for a second. Always like the big birds. Vultures and hawks and owls, eagles. They're cool to check out. And boy, they can cover a lot of ground really quick when they're soaring like that. Where the heck did he go? Yeah, way back over there already. Wow, that was quick. That was quick. But yeah, when you're walking, I don't care if you're in the city or in the country or whatever, you got to pay attention to what's around you and be in a position to react. Have we seen where somebody's just walking oblivious to what's around them and they get attacked from behind? You can't let that happen. Even out here where it's wide open, I'm still going to scan. Hell, you never know. You might have a rabbit deer or something. But you also want to be aware of what's coming around you. There we go. Farmers are getting ready. Lions, I know them. Well, I know who they are. Problem is these days we spend so much time making a living that we don't really get to know each other. Well, for me buying eggs from the neighbor here, we want to know each other. So now I make it a point to stop in and say hi to them and kind of catch up. Those are just those little things, how life has changed. When you had when you could live on one income. They always say and this is not my opinion, but it's just something to think about. You know, the reason they really supported having, you know, the wife go to work, it kind of happened after World War II also. Then you realize they were missing out on tax. You know, they were only getting tax from one member of the family. Like, wait a minute, we can get the wife working, now we're getting twice the tax revenue. Now let's get the kids working. So, remember, when the government does something that you think is for you, it's a for them. All right. Fortunately, we do need two incomes now to live. And a lot of it is probably because we're just, we do buy a lot of extra stuff. We probably don't need to. And as you get older, you start trying to filter down what's important and what's not. Here we are, Mud Creek. It's called this for a reason. It always looks muddy. You can have 2 weeks of no rain, and it'll clear up somewhat, but not a lot. That's our God's name for. Oh, there's good fishing in there. I hope the audio is going to be good enough. I know I'm getting a lot of wind noise. Like I said, I don't know how all these Bluetooths work. It'd be one of those things where I'll have to sit there and listen to my own video. But this is kind of what I missed during the winter, was starting the morning with these walks. And sometimes I do a pretty long hike. I mean, today I'm doing about 1.5 miles. That's about it. Sometimes I'll do 3 miles, 4 miles. But right now I just got too many things I got to do in the morning. And since I have kind of committed to working out 6-7 days a week, and I'm trying to fit all this in. You know, basically I get home, fire up some bacon real quick, a couple eggs. I can do a shake, but sometimes I want salad. You know, I want the food more solidly cooked. And granted, I'm just blending the eggs in there. And now that I'm on some of these medications, I gotta take medication in the morning and get it absorbed before I sit there and eat the other food, because, yeah, I did some research on that. And what I'm taking is, if I take it with milk and eggs, it's not going to absorb. And if it don't absorb, it ain't going to do its job. And we don't want that happening. So, it's nice having the ability to get a lot of air. I didn't realize this how the last couple months that's not been the case. And that has really kind of been an issue. Sometimes you just gotta reevaluate what's going on and then say, okay, let's make some changes. Now, tomorrow's payday. I am thinking about making a trip to Shorewood in the morning. It might just be a massive arm workout. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. Your bench varies on the gyms you're in and the time of day that you get in there and how you feel at the time. You don't realize it, but a lot of times you try to go to the gym at the same time every day is because your body adapts to it. Like if I go to the gym 4:30 in the morning, it's not going to be a good workout. My body just don't adapt to it. Now, come next month, I'll be getting off work at 6 a.m. So do I just go to the gym right after work and get it knocked out? Because I've been up for 9-10 hours, and I'm thinking that's probably gonna be the best way of doing it. Get the stuff knocked out in the morning, get everything done I need to get done. It eliminates excuses, because if you just walk out and get her done, come home, get a good meal, do some chores around the house. I figure go to bed around noon, get up around, 6 or 7 in the evening, so I can at least spend some time with the wife, and then head to work around 9 o'clock. So it definitely is going to change my schedule, and not happy about it, but it's life. For right now, it's gonna be kind of the way I do things, unless my channel explodes and starts making me some real money. And I do want to thank everybody, because it is doing better this month. I have been throwing a lot more videos up. Try to see if I can go from making 50 cents a day to making a couple dollars. And so far it has been, but boy, it's a lot of work for $2 or $3 a day. I always said I could just work 1 hour overtime. I got it covered. So, but I do get a lot of comments that I motivate people to keep on their fitness journey or to start their fitness journey. And I guess that's why I still do it. If I can make a couple people out there stay healthy, well, then it's worth it. And that's why I continue to do it. Any support I do get, I do appreciate. It costs me money to do these events. To go to the Arnold, that's $1,000 easy. Between driving there, room and board, and meals, that's easily $1,000, if not a little bit more. The closer events are usually, $300 to $400. So anything, I don't care if it's $5, anything helps. If you appreciate my channel and want to see more of it, I'd appreciate any help you can send. Always liking and subscribing and sharing, and hitting the thumbs up and putting comments in there also is huge. Big shout out to Mark and Kevin and Larry and Christopher and Michael, and a few others that are constantly taking the time to comment on my videos and hitting the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. It helps, and I try to return the favor. I usually do that at work, at least I can't hear what's going on, but I click on there and do my due diligence to kind of help your channel out. And I think a bunch of us help each other out too, kind of keep us going. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration, walks in the sun, just have fun. Don't be a tool of any political party or quote unquote cause. All right? Make you your cause. All right? Do things for yourself, and you'll be happier. And with that, everybody have a wonderful day.